Festool's TS55 and TS75 plunge cut saws. Shop quality cutting on the job site.
I've never screwed up a cut with a Festool.
If you got the right blade in here, you can go across the grain and not a splinter. I mean, it's a clean cut.
The finished cuts of the blade are some of the best I've ever seen.
Shops are built around three key saws: the table saw, the panel saw, and the radial arm saw. But what do you do on the job site? Festool's rail-guided saws deliver the power of all these in a compact portable system that you can set up on-site, in a client garage, or even in their home.
We can take it out to a job site, set it up. We don't have this huge table saw that we got to carry with us.
Being able to go out to a job site and have factory cut edges with a guide, using a guide rail on job site, which I've never been able to do that before.
The Festool saw can cut just as good as a cabinet saw. And when you think about a cast iron tabled saw, you don't carry that to a job. But with a Festool, it just fits in your hand and away you go.
When you bring a TS55 or TS75 onto the job site, you get precise, splinter-free cuts that rival the most expensive shop saws. The cuts you need to complete your work at the highest level of quality. Because with Festool, you work faster, easier, and smarter. Hanging doors, installing cabinets and countertops, trimming and scribing, jointing, truing, cutting panels on site, building stairs, and even creating award-winning custom floors.
If it takes you 3 times longer to do that compared to what it took me, what's really cheaper? You spend a little bit more, you're faster on your time, you're more precise, you weigh out the bottom line. Always weigh out the bottom line.
I have a 16-foot long board, and it's crooked. Well, it's difficult to get that edge straight. Well, with the rails, you can lay them on there, saw it, and make a perfect cut.
Trimming a very expensive mahogany door, you don't have to worry about doing a little knife cut first, put your blue tape down, then cut through the door to make it a good cut. You can set the guide rail right on it, put the saw on it, and just cut right through it.
Festool helps you work faster, easier, smarter.
Installing cabinets requires accurate cuts on-site to achieve a quality fit without any extra steps. With the TS, you mark your cut line, place the rail, and make the cut. The cut is clean and install ready without chip out or splintering. And fabricating countertops is an easy process with the Festool TS, whether cutting precise angles or truing laminate edges.
E.G. Fuller writes that after 3 years with Festool, he has added nearly the entire line of Festool, and he never knew precision could be this portable. Could I do what I do with other tools? Of course, but with Festool, it's a lot faster, easier, and smarter. Festool has been bringing innovation to the portable power tool industry for over 80 years and continually wins top ratings and reviews by professionals. The Festool TS system starts with our special blade and motor design for precision cutting and the rail guide to ensure a straight cut at any angle. A pivoting design controls your cut depth. You can add bevel angles on any cut without extra measurements. And our dust control system that captures up to 96% of all dust. Festool helps you work faster, easier, smarter.
Cutting panels for casework with a Festool TS is simple, even when working alone. Rails are available in a variety of lengths and can be combined for any cut. Place the rail and cut on your line for accurate, straight cuts every time without the need to measure or calculate offsets. And angle cuts or scribe cuts are simple.
I don't worry about bringing a full sheet of plywood into a small house and trying to find enough room to get it through my table saw.
When you're knocking down sheet goods, which is usually layered ply, you don't have to sand the edges because the cuts are clean.
As long as I have room for sawhorses, I have room to cut full sheets.
Festool's precision starts with our innovative rail system that simplifies measurement and ensures a straight cut. The TS minimizes blade wobble with a larger orbit. Innovative laser-cut blades with tooth patterns optimized to reduce vibration. And splinter guards on both sides of the blade make glue-ready cuts on even the most splinter-prone wood. The result? The TS design virtually eliminates tooth marks and burning.
It's a good clean cut, don't have to have any more prep to it.
Being able to go out to a job site and have factory cut edges with a guide, using a guide rail on job site, which never been able to do that before.
Festool helps you work faster, easier, smarter.
Truing and fabricating is an easy process with the Festool TS. The Festool TS cuts an edge that is comparable to the edge you'd make with a joiner, even on hardwoods like oak or maple, or woods prone to burning like cherry. And the TS75 is so powerful that it cuts even long pieces of 2 3/4 inch oak with ease.
Contractor Gary Katz writes, Festool makes it easier to do my job and enjoy my work more. The dust collection is amazing, and their durability makes the TS saw worth every penny. I'm a better carpenter when I'm using Festool. The TS virtually eliminates tooth marks and burning, regardless of your feed rate. Onboard MMC electronics adjust the blade speed based on material density and the rate of your feed. MMC also protects the motor from thermal and current overload. And Festool has blades for cutting material ranging from wood and plastic to corian, aluminum, and even steel with the TS75. The Fast Fix blade change system locks the blade in place so you can quickly change the blade and get back to work.
It was an 8-foot high wall. It ran about 20 feet. And my boss had promised the homeowner that it would be seamless mahogany. What we ended up doing was getting really high-end mahogany. We'd back cut an actual, 2 to 3 degree on the leading edge so that we had a zero bump zone, if you will. And then we were able to just tune it in. The starting wall wasn't plumb, so we started there, scribed it plumb, put the first one in, test fit the second one, and the Festool was amazing because we were dealing in 30 seconds to close that seam. And I'd put it up and I'd do a 30-second proud on the bottom, and I could put it right back on the table, take the Festool out, breathe on the rail to the right and still be able to remove that material.
Festool helps you work faster, easier, smarter.
Cutting a door to fit an existing jamb is time-consuming and can require an array of saws and planers. But with a TS saw, you can fit a door in a fraction of the time. Just set the bevel you want and cut. No taping, scribe cuts, or planing required.
The Festool saw and track really give me the confidence to make sure the door job turns out right.
I had a job where I had to cut 12 doors off and was able to lay the rail down, cut them, didn't have to scribe them. They were all perfect.
The TS makes bevel cuts simple because regardless of the angle, it always cuts along the edge of the rail. That means there's no complicated measurements. And to add a bevel, you just set your angle and cut. TS accuracy ensures a precise cut, whether the bevel is small or large. Even better, when you angle the rail and set a bevel, you can quickly make a compound miter of any length.
The adjustability, the angles we can cut, 12 degrees, a compound miter of 12 and a 12 or something for doing something like a tapered column, that we really had a difficult time setting that up on a table saw. The flexibility of that.
The TS uses a pivoting design so that the blade is safely stored until you start to cut. This design lets you set the depth to the millimeter for precise, accurate cuts. The pivoting design helps you save time and increase precision by cutting multiple pieces with a single pass. And the pivoting design makes the TS ideal for plunge cuts to create cutouts in countertops, doors, or floors. The limit stop and automatic riving knife protect against kickback so you can safely make accurate, straight plunge cuts.
In hardwood floors, it's a field of wood, and sometimes you want to mess with the middle of it, and a lot of times you'll have to pull out half of it to get to the middle. With the plunge cut on the Festool, you can set it right to the seam, drop in, and be able to pull out just the piece of wood you need to remove.
Festool helps you work faster, easier, smarter.
Festool offers advantages for almost any part of installing a floor. The precision rail makes it simple to establish perfect ends for room transitions. Plunge cuts can be used to make holes for vents or replace boards when repairing floors. And the TS's ability to cut precise angles and bevels can be used to create decorative inlays and borders.
Festool's lightweight and durable guide rails come in a range of lengths, and rails can be combined to make cuts of nearly any length. Anti-slip strips on the bottom of the rail keep the rail from moving, and a replaceable splinter guard protects the surface of your material. The rail may be clamped for added stability, and the TS slides easily, while the rail protects the surface of your wood.
The track guarantees you're going to make a straight cut.
The rail doesn't move. You know, you just run it down there perfectly straight. You can do the whole length of the board or side cuts.
The TS is designed to work with Festool's dust extractor. When used together, you can remove up to 96% of the fine sawdust from your work area. And the dust extractor makes a convenient rolling base for sustainers, the system of custom containers that protect your tools and make our products easy to take on the job.
One time I had to knock a cabinet, trim a cabinet down for a dental office, and I did it right there in the middle of his dental office in the hallway, set my tarp down, put the cabinet on there, set the rail on top of it, hooked up my vacuum to it, and cut it right there, and it didn't blow any dust.
I've had whole houses where I need to take, just a minutia off the bottom of the door in a carpeted space. Take all those doors off, bring them all outside, cut them, bring them all back in, is way too time consuming. But with the dust collection on the Festool, I can do it right on a carpeted space and almost not have to vacuum the carpet.
Outfitting a cabinet shop with a quality table saw, panel saw, and radial arm saw typically costs between $5,000 and $30,000. With a Festool TS saw, you can make the same precise, high-quality cuts on site for under $1,000. Because with Festool, you work faster, easier, and smarter, hanging doors, installing cabinets and countertops, trimming and scribing, jointing, truing, cutting panels on site, building stairs, and even creating award-winning custom floors. Wood flooring expert Charles Peterson writes, Festool brings out the master craftsman in all of us. Festool allows me to obtain the accuracy of a custom wood shop on any project. Their portable integrated tool systems make it possible for me to work faster and more efficiently while obtaining a higher degree of quality. Festool helps you work faster, easier, smarter.
Festool accessories make it easy to make repetitive cuts of identical dimensions. Use the angle unit for angle cuts on large sheets. Attach your rail to Festool's innovative MFT work table for the ultimate cutting station. And use the miter gauge to get precise angles. And the parallel guides make it easy to rip sheets into identical widths for shelving, countertops, or kickboards.
When you use a TS saw on the job site, you'll get the same cut quality that European cabinet makers demand for all their work. Based in Germany, Festool's engineers have been designing woodworking tools since 1925, with the first guide rail and saw system released in 1964. This is why Festool has put so much design sophistication into making the TS portable, while delivering cuts that rival the most expensive stationary machinery. And why Festool products are convenient and compact, sharing the sustainer storage system, the universal dust extraction system, and accessories like the multifunction MFT table.
Time. Time is money. And time is something that you can't replace. Once you've used it, it's gone. If it takes you 3 times longer to do that compared to what it took me, what's really cheaper? You spend a little bit more, you're faster on your time, you're more precise, you weigh out the bottom line. Always weigh out the bottom line.
We were doing a composite deck system. We'd run our boards and we put our border board on, and our reveal wasn't quite right. We had a couple boards that were just, it's minutia, but on a deck, those deck lines really matter. And I was able to just drop the fence down and take, a 32nd to a 16th off the whole line of deck boards, and then put the border board on, and it just looked perfect.
Festool's TS55 and TS75 deliver all the convenience of a handheld saw, the durability for the toughest jobs, and the cut quality needed for a high-end finish in a powerful, lightweight, portable design. So ask your dealer for a demonstration of the Festool TS system and learn how it will help you make higher quality work in less time. Festool helps you work faster, easier, smarter.